You got scared of Plants vs Zombies on Steam? You got scared? Oh, look at you! Look at you! Whatever. No, I liked it like that. I'm not even gonna put my mic, like, maybe I'll do that later. Am I even gonna be, do I even have the right mic? Hey Mike. I've never really known too many mics. There's Michael Stevens. That's a Michael. I have known like 2 mics. I was just about to like say their names as if someone's gonna be like, oh yeah, no, I remember those dudes. Genshin episode 3. Four? Yeah. This is aggravating. Because, like, the way the game, first of all, you know, it's like, it's like EA or whatever, you know. But like the way the game launched made me think like that it's not loading properly now. This is on Steam, right? Yeah. Are you gonna fucking go? Okay, now we're taco. Taco complete. Super. The other day I was just, I don't know what made me even like, you know, do I ever? But I thought about like a time I don't know when, but a while ago. Quite a while ago. Where I was just playing this game for like a few days. And I was just literally like this was just all I was doing kind of. This is enough for me. And you know, I sort of attribute it to like, I think this is like just the playground, you know? This is like the fucking... This is like Toontown Central. Equivalent. But I mean, you know what? I don't know. Because there's a lot... I don't know. Like, there's a lot here. So it's like, obviously it's meant to be played. But I feel kind of dumb playing it. But no, yeah, I think it is meant to be played. Like, why would it be here? It's not like it's like a screensaver like fucking Modern Warfare 2 or something. Where there's like a guy fucking like fisting another guy in the fucking in the lobby. Or like, remember that which COD was it that had was it like World War something? I don't know. There was a COD that had like in the lobby you could like walk around this sort of army barracks thing. It's just so funny. Like, I feel like as a kid I would have loved that, but as... Let me think. I was probably like 17 or something when that came out. I don't know. I didn't love it. I just thought it was like bothersome. Like as like a teen, like a closer to like a preteen, if you told me like, oh, you know the lobby, you're gonna be able to walk around in it, I would have been just fucking over the moon. I'd have been so sold. And I would have been just like every day thinking about that game and excited for the release just because of that feature. Because that's how I used to like... And I miss that too. But that's like how I used to treat games. Like, I would get excited about games just because of how they looked. Like, that's what happened with me in Final Fantasy 15. Never played a Final Fantasy before. I always thought it was like nerd shit. But then, like, when I was like 16 or something, or 15, I saw like this video somewhere on YouTube about like these guys in kind of emo hair, and they were riding in a car a lot, and it was like this big sort of dystopian, futuristic looking kind of world that they were driving through. There was like cities and fucking... Dude, use heal, use heal. I don't know why it's not working. I guess it was just waiting to work till it felt like it. And they're capturing the flag right now. Look at this. We're pinned down in this search and destroy. Get out of my lobby. Anyway, Final Fantasy 15 is one of my favorite games, but I'm pretty sure it's one of those things where it's just like, for me, I love it, but a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people think it's shit. Which I kind of understand, but at the same time I definitely don't. Oh, is this genuinely... I don't remember how to play this game. That sounded... I thought I heard a minion just now. This is such a minion, like you would just see a minion in this game. Did I even get to the point of what I was saying at all? I've been doing that a lot. Like, I've been going to bed at night, pretty restless, Lamau. As far as the last couple of nights. And for some reason I've just like throw on my phone recording and I just start talking. Just spewing. And usually there's a point, generally. There doesn't necessarily start out as like I'm trying to make a point, but as I start talking it becomes pretty clear what I want to say. And I've been just so tangential. Like, I don't know if I've always been like that, but it's like I have to, if I bring something up, I have to like go through with it and finish that thought, because I don't know, things have just been feeling more important to sort of explain. I don't know if it's coincidence or just but anyway, yeah, I'll just go, like, I'll start with the story and then it'll just go off into this whole other thing. Did I just get, like, knocked out? Oh yeah, I don't know how this, what does this one button do? I thought the one button gives me health. What is this? Is this a person? Oh yeah, the one button is like, it's a heal. It's not a heal for me, I don't think. It's like doing nothing. I need my extra buff. Ski. There's like 3 fucking bosses and I'm gonna kill you, zombie. And you're gonna be upset. Oh, never mind, someone stole my kill. And now I'm the fucking target. Oh shit, get ready! Anyway, yeah, like, I don't know. Probably a year ago now, I don't know how, that just goes by so fast now. I just remember, I don't remember when, I really don't. Maybe it was spring or summer. I want to say it was like summer-ish. Yeah. Of like last year, maybe. But I could be wrong. But I just remember like sitting in Discord with a few pals. And I was just streaming this. I was just like screen sharing this game. And it was weird because it's like it was such a thing where it wasn't like, it was so short-lived. I did not expect it to become like a nostalgia memory. I wouldn't have guessed. And the format that it took was just, it was so short-lived that, you know, usually I think when things are nostalgic, it's because we've experienced a lot of it. But that was just like just a few days. Or, you know, that's how it's been for me. But it was just like not even a few days. It was just a couple of days pretty much where I was just like launching this game. I had incentive to launch it. I had just got it, I guess. And I don't know, I guess I was like, I'm a Plants vs. Zombies fan, I don't know. Never like had any interest in the shooters. Like I remember when the first shooter came out, now there's already a third one. Wonder how the first one's doing. I don't know if people play this. You know, like I don't know for sure, but I feel like video games are so like I feel like they're pretty divided now. I don't know if that's true. But like it just feels like there's so many games that how can games be like popular You know, like, how can Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 be like a game that has full servers? Like, if Call of Duty Modern Warfare, like, not to go there, but if, like, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 isn't popular right now, then, like, then why should this game be? No offense, but this isn't fair. And I'm gonna do something about it. Yeah, that's right. I fucking said it. The weaker, dumber sex. But how does this work? Oh shit. I wasn't ready. Yeah, fucking take that. Demolished. I fucking just deleted this kid, man. I don't know why, but it's like last night I watched this video of me and a fellette, I guess. Samson dog. Video we made together once that was just so off the cuff, I guess. And we just played Fortnite for like, I don't know, an hour. And like a couple of months ago I watched it because I forgot it existed. And I just found it somehow and I was watching it. And it was pretty funny. I was being like kind of mean. A little. But not, you know. It's just like, so I just noticed that about myself. I was like, wow, like, I'm kind of just like fucking, I don't know. Not really. I'm just bantering, you know. But at the same time, like someone like Samson, I feel like I'm about to talk shit here. I don't even know why. Like I don't really have shit to talk, but I feel like I've known Samson, for example, for a long time, but they've never really like shown much interest in me, and it's just like the amount of acquaintance that I would have with anybody else, and you know, yeah, I don't feel super valued, I guess, sometimes with some people. So it's like, why should I don't know. Like I'm just, I wasn't that mean. I wasn't like mean in the video, I don't think. There were a couple moments where I was just like, well, that was funny, but that felt just kind of mean. I don't know. I get that a lot from people, I feel like. I feel that from people. Like, I feel like, and I don't even know if I should, like maybe this is a trap. Like I don't even know if I should be getting into this kind of territory with my mind, but like, sometimes I feel like, or I guess pretty often, I feel like people just don't take me seriously as a person. And it, you know. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, bud. And it's like, you know, what obviously, again, it's like, I don't know if I should even say stuff like that, or think, like, maybe that's a flawed. Because, you know, that seems to imply or introduce, like, a sense of ego or something. You know what I mean? I don't know if I should be thinking thoughts like that. But you know what? I have like, and I think I've told this story once, like on my stream one time. The fucking, like, what is this dude doing? He murdered me and now he's just chilling in the parking lot. Like fucking Skinny Pete or something. Oh, I leveled up. I do 20% more damage. And this is just how I've been feeling a bit in life. It reminds me of it. Is, you know, when I was a bit younger, when I was still in school, I knew these two kids, Jake and Teal, I think. One was like pale white, one was like real black. And I guess they were sort of buddies. I really don't know. But like, you know, we were really not friends. They were just kids that I knew. And they seemed like people I could be friends with. Right? Like, they weren't like on the bully side. They weren't on like piece of shit side. But like, you know, they would like talk to me, you know, sometimes. Maybe they would just say like, Joe last name. Spiffy Gaming. Not like that. They don't, you know, I'm just replacing my name. I don't know why. Replacing my real name. Insert real name. Spiffy Gaming. Look who it is type. And it's just like that tone in itself. Like that's kind of how they would sound. But mainly it was less so the way they spoke, but the way they interacted with me. They would like there would be like, if I would be walking in the hallway and then I'd notice that they were like behind me or something walking, and they'd both have like this fucking grin on their face. Like this smirk. Smirky. It was just like, yeah, it was just like it was like a like they farted or something on me. You know, it was just this like, it was just this fucking just sly grin, like they knew something I didn't. Like as if I had like a sign on my back that said like I'm gay or something, you know? Maybe I did. But no, that's how they always looked at me. They looked at me like, you know, like, oh, look who it is. It's this fucking kid that, you know, we know nothing about, but let's just like pretty much just laugh at him. Like, there's no reason to be laughing. There's nothing like really funny. I guess there was, right? But if I were to ask them, I don't know if they'd have an answer. But yeah, no, I mean, the overall vibe is just that they, it just seemed like they thought they thought that my existence was funny. I guess. The fact of my existence was like humorous. That's the only like conclusion I can draw. I mean, look, there are plenty of reasons to make fun of me, but it's just like, you know, these kids were like fucking, to me, they were like just as outcasty and like nerdy or whatever the fuck. And, you know, I don't know. Actually, I think both of them went into this like Bible worship fucking like music thing. Which is like, if we're talking like existence is funny, and I know this is like, it sounds spiteful, and I'm not a spiteful person. I just don't know that to be me. But maybe I deserve a little bit of that. Who knows? Maybe it's whatever. Maybe that's delusional saying that, but you know, I've never said or thought stuff like that, but every so often I'll have a thought like, maybe I should be spiteful or something. Maybe once in a while. Maybe I deserve a little spite for myself. I don't know. I don't know. But like, I think I saw like one of their Instagrams or something. And it's like, oh yeah, I remember that fucker. Is that, damn, he's got a beard now. It's this huge beard. And he's like playing like terribly on guitar. I'm not a great guitarist. But he's just like trying to make this melody, and it's like a 3-second clip of him trying to make a melody. And I guess they play in this like fucking rock and roll for Jesus thing. It's like, holy shit, I'd be smirking at you. No, I get maybe. I mean, it's not that funny, it's just kind of sad. If you're gonna ask me. It's like, whatever, I am kind of a religion hater, I guess. Like, I kind of tend to stay on the I don't really care side. But to me, it's just like both, you know, every side of things is fucking just retarded. Like, people who are like religious are retarded, and then people who are like anti-religious are equally retarded. It's just like, it's like fucking liberal and conservative. It's like, you know, the extreme side of each. Just, even if it's not extreme, but just remote extreme side of each, I'm not buying it. Like, I remember I knew this chick, in like high school, early high school. And, I guess she had like a crush on me. And I didn't even like know her, but she would sit behind me on the bus. And then like one day I just saw her, and she was really like looking at me on the bus, like through the mirror. And I was like, that's a lot of looking she's doing. And then it was enough for me to like be like, oh, she's pretty and blah blah blah. And then eventually I, you know, inevitably asked one of my friends, and they knew her or whatever the fuck. And then she had like a boyfriend or something, and by the time we talked, and then she broke up with him, and then there was like, yeah, I think she pretty much led me on. She had a crush on me apparently, but then I guess she didn't. But anyway, I just remember something about, I don't remember what we were talking about. Obviously it must have stumbled into some sort of religious speak for a moment. And I just remember the thing she said. She said like, yeah, I can't wait till I'm 18. I'm gonna get a satanic Bible. Or she said something like that. And I was like, wait. Or like, looking at it back, I don't know why she said like, can't wait till I'm 18. I don't know if she said that, but it was something like that. Like, waiting, I don't know. As if like, oh yeah, maybe it was like in the sense of like, you know, living in her parents' house or something like that. Please leave me alone, you fucking abominable bitch. Dodging and weaving. There's a chest. No! Fuck. Oh, I'm not dead. I'm dead. I'm on the roof. And I just thought that was cringe, like, at the time. Oh, look right. Why did I spawn here? What? I'm already dead again. I don't know, I like didn't say anything or whatever. This is kind of eerie. What the fuck is going on? Oh, he's being like attacked by all these. This reminds me of fucking Noah. If anybody's seen that movie. Underrated, in my opinion. There's, you know, like a lot of bad movies. Or just like a lot of... You know, like when you like something and then you find out that most people hate it. And then you're like, oh. But then you just kind of stand by it. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you do. Most times I do. Because I learned that that's, you know, one of the things that makes life interesting is like, you know, if you just go along with whatever people say is right or good, then it's just your taste, your quote taste, is just gonna be boring. Oh, you like Titanic? Like, in all seriousness, I think Titanic is a great, like, masterclass film. But then there's also a huge group of probably, like, more millennial-sided people who would say that that's, like, it's just a chick flick, man. Like, what even is a chick flick? I don't know. Like, compared to what? Like, some Paul Rudd movie? But, yeah, maybe some people think that movie's bad. I don't know. It has pretty high ratings. It's like I mean, Rotten Tomatoes, it's like pretty much on top. Letterboxd, it's pretty much on top. But I'm sure there's probably some people who think of that movie and just think, oh, cringe. But I'd stand by it. I love that film. It's great. It's, I would call it a favorite, I guess. And it's so long that it's like has a nostalgia factor for me. Like I can remember times in my life watching it like as if I was reading a book. Or like, you know, if someone likes Nickelback, it's like, what do you want from me? I don't like or dislike them. I'm just saying, like, that's a great example of like everyone's like, Nickelback sucks, but meanwhile they probably have like, what, 20 million listeners or something. I don't know. Somebody's dying on that hill. Plenty of people. Somehow I went, yeah, again with the tangents. Like, I was talking about religion, and I think that religion was like its own tangent. Everything's a tangent. I don't know, Satanic Bible, like, weirdo. It's just like, you realize that like you being superficial about Satan is the same fucking thing as you being superficial about God. Like, you're just choosing to believe. It's not only that, but it's still like within Christianity. You know? So it's like, what do you even, I don't get it. You're just being rebellious. I'm not like afraid of the idea of worshiping Satan or anything. Like, I'm not a Satan phobe. I just mean, like, I just thought it was cringe because it didn't. I don't see how it made sense. It just sounded fucking dumb. It sounded like, no, you're stupid. Why? Why? That doesn't make sense. Are you telling me that you don't subscribe to Christianity? Or you don't subscribe to the part where we worship God and not Satan? You know what I mean? Like, because if you don't subscribe to Christianity, why do you want a satanic Bible? Is it just some sort of statement? How about you just like shut up and stop, you know, stop caring. Not to like insert my own practice, but things have worked out relatively. I don't mean my life has worked out relatively well, but I have good peace of mind thinking, like, oh, is there a God? Probably not, but to say that there's not is just as stupid as saying there is. Because the main problem of logic is conviction. It's like, I've never had a problem with people believing in God. I've had a problem with people being blind and like culty. You know? Condescending and convicted and just like fucking pretending they know best and making up the rules as they go along that they claim have been written for me and them and all. Just all sorts of shit like that. So if I were, you know, were I to like inject my own philosophy, it's like, okay, here's religion. This is a thing that people are going to try and sell you on hardcore your whole life. You know, even when you're at rock bottom, they're going to try and jam it up your ass. Like, you're never going to have a break from religion. It's always going to be, you know, a few steps ahead of you. Wherever you go, like, expect it. But just take it with a grain of salt, man. Here's an analogy, maybe. If you had a favorite sports team, would you like get a jersey or like a shirt? But then would you like condescend to people? Right? It's not that serious, it's just a game. Thinking about life in terms of religion is really gamey. It's really video gamey. But people take it seriously. I mean, yeah, no, there's some people that are like real hardcore sports fans and they're all fucking faggy. That's not my fault. But that just goes to, again, that's just illustrative of who we are, you know? We're just these animalistic, weird, fucking... My brother used to like the Toronto Maple Leafs, I guess. And so I have a sign that was his. And I think I have a sweater that was his. And there's been a few occasions in my life where someone's like, oh, the fucking Maple Leaves. I'm like, dude, I literally don't. Like, you could tell me, like, you could tell me they were a basketball team and I'd believe you. I do not. I know they're like a hockey team, right? This fucking thing, bro, this fucking thing that you have, seriously? This fucking just coincidental fucking sign in your room, dude? Ew. My eyes are kind of burning. I didn't get a lot of sleep. Been going back to like that 20 dreams a night thing. I don't know if that's normal. But yeah, I have like a dozen dreams on the average night. At least a dozen. Sometimes they have the luxury of feeling like they're all generally connected, but a lot of times not. They're all just like these scenes. Or like I'm waking up half asleep, falling instantly back, and then it's something new. And you know what? I've been having a lot of dreams lately of my genuine like worst fears. I think that's kind of strange. I never used to have dreams like that. Like dreams about spiders or like people leaving me or whatever. Just my worst fears. I've never used to have dreams like that, and I always like took that. I always found this a little bit of solace in that. Like I always was grateful because it's like I already have those fears, so why would I want to fucking think about them in my sleep even? You know? Can't even get away from it in my sleep. But yeah, I've been having some really fucked up dreams. And they've been pretty like, it's not like connected anymore. Like I used to have dreams where I could like connect it to my biggest fears and be like, maybe that's what it meant. But now I'm having dreams that are literally just like, boom, it's there. Like it's what's happening. Like exactly how I imagine it playing out or whatever. It's almost weird that a dream of mine would even communicate in that way. I just realized I've probably been breathing on my mic this whole time because I don't, you know, do this anymore, so I don't know the like ideal placement for my mic, so it's like right under my nose. Whoops. I don't care. I kind of like bad quality stuff. That's another thing. Like, I hate when everything is like all yuppie. And it's just like over my course of my life I've been like hating that more and more. Every little thing that's like 1080p, 4K, 8K, 48 hertz audio, like, or 16 megabit, like just all these perfect production quality. Like, transitions, cuts. Who cares? None of that shit is important. That's not how, like, that's not what made videos important in the beginning. And it's certainly not what's keeping them important. But that's all YouTube and shit is now. It's just like all these, you ever notice that? Like YouTube is not even close to what it used to be. It's all just like, I think I'm gonna throw up. It's all just like think I'm gonna throw up. Oh god. That's so random, my feelings. YouTube has like no character now, sorry, I have to like try and say that. I totally lost interest in what I was saying because I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I haven't thrown up in like 10 years. Like not in the way of like a genuine sick to my stomach. Oh, I'm just getting sweaty and everything. Yeah, I think I'm coming down with something. Well, considering, that'll do it. Of all time. So it poured it over my. That's what I'm thinking happened there. Dude, what the fuck? Why would you do that? See, like now I feel bad because I feel like I poorly articulated. And if like, you know, sometimes I like to talk like as if, see, I'm talking about Samson sort of, but I'm vaguely talking about plenty of people. But I feel like if Samson were watching this, they might be like hurt. But at the same time, it's just like, bro, like, I'm just like, this is how I feel. What do you want from me? I'm not trying to like insult you. I'm just saying that like fucking like there's not a whole lot going on between us, so I don't know why people act like there is sometimes. Like we just have these tiny relationships and people act like we're like besties even though we never talk or just like. See, now I'm just like talking. Now I'm just like going off. But it's like the reason why because I'm a little frustrated talking about it because I feel like I wish I could say what I'm trying to say better. So I'm just saying more obvious things, but they're less accurate. But yeah, I don't know. You know, I think maybe it boils down better to what I said initially, which was like, if you know me as the what was that damage guy, then you don't really know me. Like, you're just biding time. And you know, like when I'm in a call with people sometimes and they're like that, usually I'm not like acting like super like super happy to be there, but people like don't care, you know, they don't take hints, they don't even look for hints. It's just like we're here and I just fucking stomp all over you if I want and cool. That's kind of how it feels to talk to a lot of people sometimes. I wish I didn't even drop the name because now it just sounds like I have this major problem with Samson Dog, but I don't. I'm just using them as an example, and it's a pretty minute example. Like if they are ever listening to this or whatever, first of all, I kind of doubt it because again, like they're not usually around. Right, because that's just not, they wouldn't be. It's just like all more about them Or maybe they have another friend group that's just more important to them. But I'm not trying to like scapegoat. I'm just, or like, you know, because no matter what now, if you listen to this video, you're going to be thinking like, oh, there's beef between blank and blank. It's like, no, that's not, I'm not trying to say, I'm not trying to call someone out or whatever. I'm just trying to be honest and use an example of a lot of people that I know and their nuanced ways of like sort of just treating you like shit. Or just shit, or like, or just like you don't matter or exist. You know? And so you can also see how much it matters to me, because like I barely ever talk about it, because I've accepted that as just how people are. People just don't care usually. You know? And pretty much whatever you say is, if it's not vague, then it's gonna start trouble, you know? So I don't know, I like Samson Dog. I think they're pretty cool. But I'm gonna be honest about like the standing of our relationship, and my view is it's not very strong, and there's no reason for it to be. Like there's been no genuine development. Like, there's nothing wrong with knowing someone for a long time, but, and you know what, I had this experience with a girl recently, and this, I really don't want to get into this, but this is an even better example. I'm not going to drop any names or whatever, but like, there's this girl that has known me, and it's just so ironic for me to even say that, but like, she's known me for like years. Years and years. Like, about, probably longer maybe? No, not longer, but about as much time as Samson, for example. And she just, like, she talks to me sometimes so first of all, we're at odds. I'm just gonna come right out and say that. Like, we're not on good terms. But, like, she's, yeah, I'm having a problem with somebody, needless to say. And I really don't want to talk about the problem specifically, but it's like, the way they talk to me, the way she talks to me is like, you know, like, it's so casual. It's like we're best buds. First of all, I don't want to talk to her, and I'm think she's aware. So that's its own thing, but whatever. But like, aside from the fact that we're at odds, you know, she definitely has this like false idea that we're like best buds when she knows nothing about me. Like, she has, over the years and years that we've known each other, she has made zero effort to get to know anything about me at all. She knows nothing about me. But then she has the audacity to call us friends. And you just have to like go along with that. And so I do. It's just like, okay, fine, we're friends. But like, in my head all along the whole time, I always know that that's not really the case. Like, you don't really give a shit. You're just a fucking like, you're just a person who, like, why there's no reason to call us friends. I would almost be pressed to call us acquaintances. Like, you're just a fucking person whose name I know, and we've talked like a few times, handful of times throughout the years, and no genuine questions have ever been asked, or like, you know, thought-provoking ones. It's always just like fucking, hey, fucking hi, or just like, just useless nothing. And hey, I guess whatever. Hey, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with it for me until you start calling it something it's not. And then there's this expectation. It's like this whole... If you build... Come on, we know this. We all know this. We all get taught this intuitively from an early age, that if you build a skyscraper on a shitty, you know, mud foundation, it's gonna slip and slide all over the place, and it's not gonna be, it's never gonna be rock solid. It's just gonna be fucking loosey-goosey, and it's gonna fucking fall apart. It's gonna collapse. So if you're bitter, if you're listening to this and you happen to be somehow bitter about what I'm saying, then just think about that. Like, and look, I'm open to criticism as well. I'm not a good friend. I used to be a better friend. There was a nice middle ground in my life where, you know, early in my life I hated myself a little. And then I was a terrible friend. And then I, you know, reached my later teen years, and I started realizing that I was like a completely selfish, like, self-centered, like, sort of narcissistic kind of piece of shit. Bad friend. And I think when I started to realize stuff like that, I think I became a much better person. Definitely. I didn't even think it took that long for me to just go fully around. But then over time, like, I really started to hate who I was before, and I just realized I was just like despising my past self. And I guess I felt pretty comfortable, like I felt like I was a good person. And now I'm back full circle. Now I'm back to just hating myself. But I didn't really hate myself that much as a kid. But now I do. I hated who I was, and I absolutely despise who I am now as well. And a slight product of that has been that I've become a worse friend to people. I still care about people a lot, for sure. That's always been the case. I just didn't know it when I was a kid. Come on, Jellybird, you know, where the fuck are you at? You're supposed to be the big bad Bert, and I'm fucking carrying your ass. I get it. I get it enough. But that's, you know, just it's been my struggle with people. I get it. Like, people don't care, and they don't need to, right? Why should anyone give a fuck about me? Just why lie about it? You know, why pretend? Like I said, you know, if you don't care that much about me, that's fine, but like, why do you emit this vibe like we're just fucking pals when it's like not the case? I fucking hate. You know what we called that back in high school days? We had a special word for those kind of people. They were known as fake. Whatever happened to that word fake? Nobody ever uses that word anymore. Fake. That word's just disappeared. Especially into like liberal society, it's just gone. Nobody ever says fake anymore because it's become like an embodiment of our society. It's just we're always like everyone's just like a display case. And it's like, dude, I got secrets, I got things to hide, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie about it. That was my big thing in high school. I was just angry. I was getting so angry at people. Like, when I was in that high school phase of, if you're fake, don't hit me up or whatever. Like just that Snapchat phase. But you know what? It is aged. There's still merit to that to this day. It never really went away. I just got less aggressive about it. There's just like, oh, so many fake fucks, man. This is still true though. Like, I don't say it on Snapchat anymore. But like, it's still true. It never really like stopped being true. Most people are just fake. To bring a word back for a minute. One that I just don't hear anymore. I never hear somebody go, oh, that guy, yeah, he's fake as fuck. I just want to hear someone say that. Whatever happened to that? What's wrong with that? Are we scared of like... I guess we're all just getting a little too fake to be using that word. That's what it sounds like to me. I'll bring fake back. God, I feel sick. Come on, baby. Okay, I don't know what you are, but you're gone, I guess. Fake! My god, that was like a John Wick. I think I'm gonna throw up today. I haven't thrown up in like a long time. I mean, in a way, my lifestyle is throwing up. Like, I don't talk about this much, but from a pretty young age, I basically had to like throw my life away because every time I leave my house and go somewhere, my throat locks up, and I basically just like choke on my own breathing until I throw up. And I just can't control, there's nothing I can do. So yeah, I had to like leave school, never graduated, never got a job, or you know, whatever the fuck, never did any of the obligatory stuff, never made a whole lot of friends, and that's probably the root cause. One of the root, you know, main things that just sort of springboarded a lot of that life. So yeah, I have a. In actuality, I have. If we're gonna be real here, not fake. I definitely have a huge connection to vomiting. But in terms of like actual like nausea, like from like my stomach's upset and then I throw up, maybe because I ate something or whatever. I haven't done that in like a decade. That's a long time, I'm willing to say. I keep forgetting how long a decade is, and that is still basically half my life when I say that. But that's about how long it's been. It's been years and years since I've thrown up like that. But I'm feeling it today. It is not feeling good. Like when I just said that, I just had to like hold it back just there. So I'll probably be throwing up on stream any minute here. I don't know. It's been a while. I need to like rest my eyes for a sec. Just fucking. Ugh. Yeah. Well. You know, I bet that anybody watching this video, if they're not feeling like I'm speaking about them, I kind of feel like it might be agreeable. Like, I don't know, maybe everyone has people like this in mind. Is it just me? Or like, does everyone have like people that they don't really call friends, but they just do it to keep up appearances, right? To not get yourself into trouble with people. You just kind of let them call you a friend. But it's not, but you know it's not really true. And it's not like because you don't like them or because it's someone's fault. It's just like, it's just, that's how it is. But they are not seeing it that way. They're just like seeing it in this imaginary way. And it's like, you know, they're not, yeah, they might be like delusional or whatever. But not in like a, like, their fucking, like, I guess mental definition of friends isn't, I don't think it's that it's different than mine. It's just genuinely that, like, they think that just because we know each other and we talk fucking occasionally, that somehow means that we're friends. It really doesn't. It could, but it just, sometimes it just don't. Most times. Help, yo. I just raged. Toxic trash. Fuck you, dude. I was definitely holding the world record just then. Most chimps killed in a round. Here, let me name drop somebody that I genuinely don't give a fuck about, and they're never gonna see this unless, like, fucking someone, like, sends it to them or something. Like, here, I don't know, like, there's a guy in my Discord server with the same name as me, Spiffy. And he has such a sad way of talking to me. We talk never. We've talked like 5 times. But he really does talk like we're buds. That's a little different though. Because I think he definitely knows that we're not. But he does, yeah, he does talk like we're old chums or something. It's like, I literally don't know him. Why is he acting like that? It's not being friendly, it's being fake. Like, there's a difference. He's not just being courteous. But you know what I'm fucking saying, dude. If you don't know what I'm saying, then I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what to tell you. I get so sick of, like... First of all, I get kind of sick of explaining myself. But more than that, like, I get sick of, like, having to constantly, like, feel like I'm walking on eggshells with the entire human race, you know? Like, I'm not perfect. I'm so far from that. It's, like, so sorry, you know? Like, I don't know. I get this feeling sometimes, just omits from people around me that's just like... And I think that everyone deals with this to an extent, but nobody ever talks about it. It's just like society as it is just this constant, like I said, it's just a display case. It's like everyone has to like watch what they say, and it goes way beyond like, you know, Kramer logic. It's like, it's the entirety. It's the whole fucking thing. It's like so many people just get fucking offended if you take the time to be serious and honest with them. You know? It becomes like a battle. People can't handle criticism, there's a reason for that. That's just its own thing. And the reason why I'm saying this is just because I'm saying like constantly when I'm trying to explain things, I'm always like, I always feel like I'm like saying stuff like, oh, you know, not to step on toes, or not to name drop, or not to do this, not to do that, not trying to hurt anybody's feelers with this one. And I get sick of that. Because it's like, how am I supposed to, like, what do you want, what else do you want from me? Like, what do you fucking, like, I feel like, if anybody's listening to this, if you fucking don't, like, get what I'm saying by now, then you're not gonna get it, ever. And you might as well, if you're even trying to understand, just stop and just think that I'm a piece of shit. Just think that instead. Just give up. Because in my mind, I'm literally just like a little bothered by And it's a little. It's a little bothered. It's not a big deal. Because it's my life. I've learned to live with it. And it used to be a bigger deal than it is. And now it's just kind of like an overarching issue that's like I've just accepted. And sometimes it still bothers me. Boom. Not a big deal. But also, like, I don't feel like I'm being mean. I just feel like I'm being honest. Sorry if that hurts somebody. Genuinely. But I fucking feel like it shouldn't. Like, fuck you. I feel like I just gotta go lay down for the day because I'm just not feeling good. It's kind of a paradox, because it's like if you take one of these people and you say to them like, yeah, you know, we don't, like, if they contest, I'm just thinking in my head, like, if someone were to say, well, no, Spiffy, it's like, it's your fault, man, like, you never talk to me, or just something like that, I'm just thinking, like, okay, well, I'm not, like, I never denied that, though, like, I'm just saying, okay, you know, you don't talk to me, I don't talk to you, why do you act like we're best buds? Stop acting like we're fucking besties. And it's like, would you go, like, don't you have a person that you call every day, like, a real best friend that you call every day and, like, play Minecraft or something with this said just random whoever, right? You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, you wouldn't act like that with them, right? So why are you acting like that with me? You act like you're best buds in a way that you don't act around your actual best buds. So it's like, what is this facadery? It's fucking weird. There's all sorts of people like that just crawling all over society. Just most people. It's not like... That's why I'm continuing to talk about it and I say it doesn't affect me that much. It affects me a little. And I've already discussed it. But it's just that, like, it's not like this is one or two people. This is like most people are like that. Most people don't give a fuck about you at all. And, you know, when they're talking to you, they have no consideration. It's just... They could be talking to a wall. So it's like, why even be there? So I'm not there. I think at this point I'm going to separate the two videos here. Again. God, I'm gonna vomit. Again. To whoever, if ever someone is watching this. I'm not trying to fucking attack someone here. I'm sick of fucking saying that, but... If I was trying to attack someone, it would be more people than I'd be able to take, let alone one. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was trying to attack someone, it would be like everyone. Because it's very pandemic. Spread around. Everybody's got it. Oh, shit. Alright. I think I'm done with this.